I wanted to share a little bit about the Programa Hispano Católico and our history. Programa Hispano has been around for about 35 years. We're located in the Gresham, Portland area, and the agency has been providing culturally specific services to the Latin population. And almost all of our staff are bilingual, bicultural, and the majority of us identify as Latineros immigrants to this country. We have a variety of services under El Programa Hispano Católico, which include education, I'm trying to think here, early childhood to adulthood. We have housing, community services, wellness. We serve around, as El Programa Hispano as a whole, about 20,000 people a year between the Multnomah, Clackamas, and Washington counties. And EPH, just for a little bit of background, started through farm visits, I want to say about 35 years ago, and gradually grew into the agency that it is today. UNICA, the Domestic and Sexual Violence Department at El Programa Hispano, was developed in response to just a need in the community identified by the Latina community, and that happened 30 years ago. We're going on 31 years now next year with UNICA, which is pretty amazing. And UNICA's goal has always been to provide support and advocacy opportunity for survivors, and of course through a culturally and linguistically specific services. UNICA department, I want to say we serve about 1,500 survivors every year. And we provide a number of different services. We have services that, and when we say survivors, we're talking about just domestic violence survivors, sexual assault survivors, sex trafficking survivors. We provide support groups in Spanish. We provide mental health services, child and family services, outstation services, and of course we have the primary prevention programming like BUS. All of our services are provided in Spanish and English and are bilingual and bicultural. PAS is our Prevención de Agresión Sexual. And through our EPH's prevention program, PAS has the 9 prevention topic sessions. And what we really try to do is focus the curriculum on cultural strengths, such as family, community, and just supporting one another through those cultural strengths that we have. The goal is to engage youth more deeply within the community and try to build on the pride of culture through field trips, art, activism, and different sorts of projects. And we also try to create a space of where youth can have conversations in a safe space and work together and build on their leadership skills. And we also like to have parents and guardians engage as well when possible to work together and support one another within the community, within the school culture, because we really like them to have a space where they can discuss needs that arise in the community. And PAS really tries to increase participant knowledge of anti-violence strategies and strengthen positive behaviors through our culture as well. So we also provide culturally competent trainings to professionals. And our intention is really, again, to strengthen those cultural connections and community engagement and create a safe community. Now, having said all of this, because it's amazing, and it really is, and it's really fabulous, we also recognize in PAS, and as a Latina community agency, that there's a lack of communication in space in educational settings that sometimes prevent parent and student involvement in a way that they can feel, that really feels inclusive. And in a space that can really address issues that the Latino families have experienced. You know, we know that there are volunteer opportunities in schools, and that's amazing, but there are also language barriers, there are cultural differences, and then also the willingness to address certain topics and conversations around culture and personal experiences in a safe way that maybe in other cultures are not experiencing, right? So the willingness to talk about the oppressive and violent norms in our society, transparency and curricula around this, and even to be able to have a safe space to talk about racism and navigating in the society if you're undocumented. So all of these things are experiences that we really try to create a space where families can come together and openly talk about it. So really what we're doing in PAS is trying to engage the community by offering culturally specific programming to youth and to guardians and anyone who supports those youth, by building on our cultural connectivity, and also just celebrating our Latina traditions and activities, and just bringing generations together in those safe spaces, and having youth engage in conversations with their supporters and guardians and parents around the root causes of violence. And that's really what PAS is all about.